I don't know what you did, but you have made some people question themselves. I'm going to pull some cards to go along with this message I just got. If this is for you, you already know what it's about. Your mind, your spirit's already telling you something. Narcissist vibes. People who thought they could control you, thought they could predict you. Realize that you're unpredictable, that you have changed for the better, that you have made changes, improvements, or they just underestimated you. Regardless, they're seeing it as you have really improved in some way. And it makes them feel some kind of doubt about themselves. They're that narcissistic. Could be in your family. But don't pay attention. Don't pay attention. Except for this. Like after this, deal with it. There must be something that you should deal with. Like you're only getting this message because there's something in it to deal with. Or maybe it's just to listen. Maybe it's not even for you if you listen this far. But whatever it is, ask your spirit like why you're getting a message about this. Why you would be reminded of this. And then move on. Like if people are acting a certain way or have acted a certain way, they thought they were better than you at something. They thought that you were doing something to make yourself look bad when you were not. The grass was not greener. That's another reason they're invested. They had convinced themselves and others that there was grass that was greener than you. Okay. In some way. They regret saying certain things about you. They regret putting things out there online about you if they did. Rose-colored glasses. You see, what happened was they really weren't sympathizing with you before either. They had made judgments about you based on assumptions, based on stuff they thought they knew. And now they realized they were not looking at it the right way. They had used you as a scapegoat, a piñata, more than a scapegoat, like a piñata, okay? Like something you gotta hit to make the candy fall out. They just used you as someone to beat up on, in other words. And they didn't see it that way at the time because they thought you deserved it. That's the whole thing, deserve. And they realize now there was more to the story and maybe they shouldn't have said such things. Maybe they shouldn't have assumed such things. Because now they even wonder, like this, what I said at the beginning about questioning themselves. They wonder if they were projecting. But that's sort of a deep down in the back of their mind worry. They're not going to let that on. They might just be acting weird about it. They're just going to do stuff like go silent and not contact you. Or say weird things about you behind your back. Yeah, weird. Not even just necessarily bad, but weird. Stuff that you're just like, what? What is the basis for that? Like when it gets back to you. The kind of thing where you can tell people have heard something like the gossip game, especially these days, where you take one soundbite, one screenshot, one anything out of context. And at least on one hand, AI has worked in our favor as far as that goes, because now everybody assumes everything's AI. So it's like, who cares about your screenshot or whatever? Everybody questions everything now. But the point is, this person helped spread some rumors in the past, just making assumptions about you, things that you have gone on to prove wrong. And part of this person's karma is just dealing with what they're dealing with now, because they are very narcissistic, and they're just now sort of dealing with that. They're starting to realize that, like, their way of life has been reflected back to them. I just got way of life for some reason. They've had a lot of things reflected back to them. Their emotions, their cowardice. Oh, I just got cowardice. People in their inner circle are making fun of them for this. Wow. They're going through a lot because they underestimated you. Because seriously, you make them question themselves. They either believed a false version of you or you changed whatever, but it's probably a combination of both. someone who may be holding something against you from just so long ago. It's like ancient history by now. Chose someone else. Goes back to what I said about the grass was not greener. This person or people, it could be more than one person, but I'm getting one in particular. Could be in your family, just someone who was close to you, or at least was at one time, has gone on to vilify you. And people are really letting them know about it. They convinced other people to choose other people, okay? They convinced, it's like they were out there just giving you a bad reference the whole time, you know? But anything that had been stolen from you will be repaid even better, okay? You're going to receive even better in return for what was taken by this person who now realizes, I mean, they are starting to see it. People are starting to even tell them that. Because you were sort of a focal point. At least you have been. I hope not. I really hope these kind of readings don't resonate with anybody. But it's not about keeping you in this place. It's about letting you know that if someone actually did these horrible things to you, which that's, you know, we come to this earth to experience this stuff, you know? We come here to experience it, but to also keep going. Not to live in that space, but to address it and take some kind of good from it and keep going and just keep learning. Forgive ourselves, forgive other people. See every day brand new. And that's what this person needs to do, okay? And that's what I hope everybody here is going to do. Because that's what you have to do. You got to let go of the shame, the guilt of whatever. Because that's the kind of vibe that's given off too. Like, whatever this person did, like it might go to something that was just so deep in the past. Like I said, it's ancient history. But this person still holds a grudge over it, which a lot of people do. Going back to childhood, whatever. But people, you know, they have free will to do what they want to do. All you can do is just send them forgiveness, ask forgiveness. They know not what they do. Forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors, you know? It's like all we can do is behave the way that we want to be treated. And all we have is right now. You really can't go back and change the past. You can imagine it differently. Actually, that's a valid way I've realized lately, over the past year, therapeutically, is really to just imagine things differently. Imagine a different outcome to a certain traumatic event. Like imagine it, but imagine it happening in a different fictional way. And I know that sounds weird, but it can actually help. Okay, it can trick your mind because certain things are there to like sort of trap your mind in a spiral. What I mean about that is this shame guilt spiral. That's what I'm getting from this, is like it's rooted in something, but it shouldn't be anymore. Like may there just be forgiveness. May there just be healing all over this situation. Because it's just unfairness throughout. That's what I'm getting. It's like a situation that was pretty much set up to fail. Forgiveness all around is all I'm saying. Just a situation that needs a lot of healing still. But bottom line here is, you just need to know that you are forgiven, regardless of what other people say or do, that you can't control that. All you can do is control what you do. You can imagine them doing different things. Yeah, you can imagine any scene you want. I mean, keep it to yourself when you do this. I mean, if you really want to change it, security. I know I just said something weird. I know that. Anyway, I'm not the first one to say it, but like, let's just say that you are in a simulation, just a theory. Just a theory. If you are really like plugged into a simulation like Neo in the Matrix, okay, like you're strapped in a chair, and I've never watched Avatar, but I think it's kind of isn't it kind of the same thing? I don't know. Never did watch Avatar, but I think the guy gets strapped into something and then his consciousness sort of gets put into an avatar. Well, a lot of people will say that's what we're doing, okay? And that you can channel into other places. Just theory, nothing about this is true, okay? If you really are plugged in and it's just you, there are people who theorize that it's not about changing somebody's free will, because are they even really a person, or are they just like a player in your game? What I'm getting to is this: if you want to imagine this person forgiving you, imagine a conversation with them where you say, I forgive you, where it just goes, well, okay? Imagine that, have the feeling of it, and feel it sincerely, okay? Feel it sincerely with unconditional love in your heart. Feel it completely sincerely. And then just let it go. And don't question it. Don't question when it's going to happen. Don't put a deadline on it. And you can do it more than once. It doesn't mean you're interfering with their free will, because their free will has to line up with it. They have to agree with you. Even though you may be strapped into like a chair or something. I really didn't mean to go off into that, but I feel like I'm supposed to leave it in here. So, crazy theory, no way it's true. But there are just different dimensions. And I'm not trying to say I have all the answers, and you believe what you want to believe. Please go within, believe what you want to believe. Okay. I'm just saying, just a theory here. You are that other person anyway. Like, everybody is you. You are everyone. You are connected to everyone. That doesn't mean you have to receive their energy or anything like that. Because I believe you can block people out of your own free will. You can choose to ignore people, whatever, energetically. But a lot of the stuff that people might be talking about right now, like disclosure-wise, let's say, okay? People get hung up on all these other, like, let's say, I'm just going to say Star Trek, Star Wars, okay? The Matrix. People who claim that things like this are closer to documentary than fiction, okay? It's just a theory. Still occur in lower dimensions. There are still higher dimensions above that, okay? I'm trying to say, just don't get too hung up on that stuff. But it's definitely like part of the show. It's part of the theater, okay? It's massive. It's way bigger than what you might realize. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable, yet believable. Like, the way I see it, like, everything just sort of rolls up as you get up higher dimensions. And the best thing you can do, though, is go within, look with your third eye, ask why stuff like the Gospel of Thomas was left out of the Bible. Because what did Jesus mean when he said, if thine eye be single, thy whole body be full of light? Just realize that maybe Jesus wasn't meant to be contained in that book, or any book. But he was really trying to tell you to go within. Look with your third eye, meditate, ask for wisdom, ask for higher wisdom. Put out a frequency of, I feel like I have higher wisdom, because really that's how you do it. The word ask, you can look into this. I would do a longer video about it right now if I could. The word ask in the Bible, because people want to get angry about this, it was mistranslated, so mistranslated. And it was just exactly because of this. To make you think that you have to ask and just wait and, live in fear and all this stuff and wait for this higher power when it's been you all along. If you drill down on what that actually means in the original language, it means to assume, it means to draw in, like to imagine it, to bring it in with your mind. But it was mistranslated on purpose. Little tiny things like that. But really go within. That's the whole thing. I just feel like I'm supposed to talk about this right now. This channel's called Need This Message, okay? And yeah, this went off on a little bit of a tangent, but I'm not saying listen to me, I'm saying listen to you. May your inner eye be activated. The kingdom of heaven is within. May you be drawn to the right frequencies, magnetized to the right frequencies. May the eyes of your understanding be enlightened. May your nervous system be calm. And you sit back and receive the abundance that was meant for you all along. Big changes. You have some big changes coming along, okay? And you may be blocking yourself. That's why, I just thought about it. Okay, I'm like, how did I start this reading? Or this video, I should say. Because really, I'm a messenger, and that's part of the message, This spiritual stuff. It's about having control over your mind, all right? Really. Have complete control over your mind. Don't let anyone make this decision for you. Like, you may have a big decision coming up, and I just got that. That's how this is connected. Is this person, in the very beginning, sorry, my light went out and I got unfocused for a minute, and I don't know where I was, but I believe I was talking about these big changes, like something about this narcissistic person at the very beginning. That's where we're coming full circle here. They still have some kind of influence, even if it's just subconsciously, like in the back of your mind. It's like, for some of you, you're just scared of what this person would think, even if you don't talk to them anymore. You're afraid of what they would think. For others, it's just like some kind of limiting belief. Like, this person really traumatized you in some way, or just discouraged you. If it wasn't trauma, it was like just discouragement, like real discouragement, like active discouragement. And that's why you need to be protected now. I mean, that's why you really need to guard your heart, your mind, because it's really about that connection between the two. And that means your feelings and your mind line up, just working in sync with each other. Even if you have to force it, even if you have to at first tell yourself, no, I don't want to be triggered anymore by this person. I mean, really, you need to see this person as though they're someone to feel sorry for, or they just can't help it. They know not what they do. They really don't. Like, you really do trigger them. You trigger them. You make them feel like they are inferior, just completely inferior in every way. Like, they could never live up to your kind of standard. Like, someone always bragged about you and didn't brag about them. Whenever you did well at something, someone else threw this up in their face, or at least that's how they felt about it. It might not have been what actually happened, like other people looking in on it, but that's how it felt to them. But you also might have felt like it was happening to you, on, you know, vice versa. I'm just getting like a vibe where someone pitted you against someone else. Look, that's not your fault. It's not about fault, though. People are always like, it's blame, fault. That's why you just got to forgive. People are doing the best they can. I'm just getting a vibe of people who are trying to survive. It was a bad situation overall. Like, it could be somebody you worked with, had a really bad boss. Outside of that environment, maybe the person's completely different. Or have you ever worked at a place where you work there long enough and you feel like your personality is changing? And you're not really sure why? Like, suddenly you have this epiphany one day where you realize, you know, I'm not the person I was when I started working here 9 months ago, 3 months ago, whatever, whenever it was. Or just something happens where you'll get a reminder. You know how you get those in your phone or even social media, it'll say, like, it'll just take you back to a moment in time and show you an old post, and you're like, what? And it feels like a lifetime ago. I'm getting a vibe that whatever was happening with you and this person, whether it was at work, whether it was family, school, whatever, that it was a bad situation with extenuating circumstances, like a survival situation. Could even happen when you were really young or something. But it was a situation with extenuating circumstances. And I'm saying that for everybody involved here, okay? For everybody involved. And I'm not trying to say overlook things or anything, because people always get so angry about that. I'm just saying, I'm here to let you know, in theory, maybe you're playing a game where a challenge you came here to accept is to forgive that person, even if it's from long ago, to ask for their forgiveness, even if it's energetically, okay? Even if it's just sitting there, you know, thinking about it, just sending them that frequency, just saying, may they be blessed. Anyone I've hurt, may they be completely blessed for the way I've hurt them. May they receive, for the pain I caused them, may they receive blessings 1,000 times over that make up for that pain. Even if they don't even know I'm associated with it, may they have it, you know? May that happen for them. You can think about that. Release it. Release it. Because those kind of feelings are what keep us locked to those lower dimensions. That's the dimensional, like, it's all about a frequency shift. Anyway, just theories. But the way you really ascend and see your life change is by just letting go of things like that. Letting go of all those past hurts. Like, that's why the 12 steps, and I'm not trying to say the 12 steps are the greatest thing ever, but they go through all that because a lot of people they use their substances to cope with all that stuff. Like, the fact that they do have a conscience. People think that addicts and people who use substances don't have conscience or whatever. No, the fact that they're using means they have a conscience, usually. Okay? It means they are masking feelings they don't want to deal with, especially feelings of hurting someone else. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They mask that. They don't want to think about that. People don't want to think about how they've hurt other people. So they will do all kinds of stuff just to survive that in their own mind. They will make themselves the victim. I mean, really, that's a survival tactic. It's not right. But people who do that, who have those certain personality disorders and do that, that's because they're scrambling. It's like a drowning person. They're scrambling. They don't know what else to do. And the only thing you can do is just forgive and move on. Because they're going to do what they have to do to convince themselves that they are the victim. There might be times when they have their moments, like that's what I'm getting for this person, is they're kind of getting confronted because whatever's happened with you has been like a mirror to this person of their own life. But yeah, your life will completely transform if you don't hold grudges. You hide your pain. That came out as I talk about that. you have hidden a lot of pain. You ever heard that saying, depression is anger turned inward? It's true. I mean, it will make a person very depressed. It can really lead to emotional problems when you hide your pain, when you can never feel like you can express it. But that doesn't mean it needs to control you. Like, deal with it and move on. There are various ways to do that. Especially, I think it gets easier when you realize you came here to experience that pain. Like when you truly have an awakening and realize what's going on and realize, okay, I came here to learn that, as painful as it is, as horrible as it is, as evil as it was, I came here to learn something from that. And I did, and I don't have to keep living in it. Because when you do that, when you keep living in that trauma, especially sharing about it more than you have to, like, I think private support groups and stuff are good. Sharing online, not so much, okay? But private support groups, yeah. People you can share with in person, therapists. Like, truly share it, get it out there, deal with it, move on, okay? I'm talking, like, especially the deep trauma triggers. Deep, like, trauma, like people who have, like, experienced violent trauma, stuff like that. There is hope. There is hope. But deal with it and move on. You can start over at any time. You can deal with it and move on. Like, the stuff I'm telling you about this right now is stuff I wouldn't have said a few years ago until I realized it in my own life. Because I realized I was just bringing certain things back. Because I was triggering myself. Because at times and even now, like, I mean, it seems like what? It seems like recently I found myself having a pity party. Just like getting triggered by something and just being like, oh, I can't believe they did that to me. But then, I don't know. It's like I just snapped out of it. Because then I realized, well, wait a minute. I've done things to people. And then I realized, wait a minute. I'm here to experience that. And I've seen so much evidence of how consciousness works. Like, honestly, it's gotten harder for me to dwell in that in the past. It's really gotten harder to do that. Now it's like my mind wants to go forward, wants to focus on the positive, wants to rebuild. Because I'm not feeding it all that trauma stuff anymore. I know it's there, but I'm not deliberately rehashing it. And I have a plan for when it does come at me. I don't know how to compartmentalize it, whatever, in a way that's healthy. And deal with it and move on. I'm just saying, this, you hide your pain. This is a very long reading, unless I edit some of it out. But I'm just getting like something blocking you. Like, and this is also probably for me, because I got this for myself the other day, and I'm getting it now. Really analyze every thought. Like, let's say you're procrastinating, or, I mean, there's just some task you're putting off. Ask yourself why you're really putting it off. Okay? That's just one example. Like, start analyzing every thought. Like, if there's anything that's blocking you, if suddenly you want to reach for some food, order food, you're not even hungry, you just think it'll make you feel better. You know, what's going on? Why are you looking for dopamine in that source? What's really going on here? What's the underlying source here? You know, think about it. Go within, meditate, get quiet. Get really quiet in your mind, take deep breaths, and just think about it. Sometimes you don't even have to go that far. Sometimes you know immediately. Like, that's the point I've gotten to, where it's like, I'll analyze these thoughts, and it's like, I'll just get this feeling in my spirit. I'm like, okay, that's why. And it helps so much. Really, you can do a lot of work in your own mind. It's like kind of like doing your own thought surgery. I just got that. Anyway, you hide your pain. You don't have to hide it, but you also, like, this is just for somebody who is blocked by something painful, going back to this narcissist from the very beginning. Okay. Like I said, there are healthy ways to bring the pain to light. No, I can't be your trauma support therapist. Anyway, you're beautiful inside and out. Wow, somebody needs to know that. That's what I mean. You need to focus on the good. You need to tell yourself that. You need to really have a good inner dialogue. Constant, where you say, I am good at things. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, but just when you're sitting around thinking of stuff, just have focused moments where you're just like, I'm really good at things, or whatever. Just tell yourself good things. I feel successful. I feel like good things are happening for me. I feel like everything always works out for me. Start speaking it in your mind. Just start thinking it. Okay. Strengthen your mind. One last card from here. You will get through this. You are getting through this. I manifest that you are through this. Whatever it is. I hope it's nothing. I hope you're not even going through anything. Look, somebody just needs some encouragement, okay? Whatever's going on, you'll get through it. I just got the energy of like stagnation. I've been getting that. Like things are going well, but it's like things could go better. Any blockages removed, okay? May you be shown the blockages gently and peacefully and guided safely around them, over them, through them. May they be just gone, whatever it is. Blockages are removed. You have healthy habits. That comes out as I talk about the blockages. So, make time for yourself, okay? I didn't know the importance of this until lately. You have to make time for yourself, okay? Time to be quiet for just a few minutes a day. Time to take care of yourself. There must be something you're putting off, okay? You have healthy habits. Don't let anybody interfere with that. In fact, right after this, I'm going to upload this long reading, and then I'm just going to go sit somewhere just in nature for like an hour, just sit there and think about nothing. That's my healthy habit for the day. Anyway, don't let anybody interfere with what you need to do for yourself, okay? You have healthy habits. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.